Hey, fantasy football friends. So, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm out of the funk. I'm out of the funk because I won this week. Woo, woo, woo. I love winning. I absolutely love winning. It's better than losing, no doubt about it. So, it feels good. I know you guys know how I'm feeling. Feels really good when you win. Sucks to lose. So, out of the funk, and I got second highest score again this week. That's 2 weeks out of 3. But, not quite good enough. Because for second highest score, I get diddly. Top score, I get a little bit of money. So now we got to work on getting that top score each week so that I can get that money coming my way too. Because not only do I love winning, but I love winning money. So let's talk about who my badass of the week is this week. Jump right into it. Badass of the week this week, I had a toss-up between two players who did pretty well for me, but I think I have to give the badass of the week to Drew Brees of the New Orleans Saints. Now, Drew, I expected to do well in this game, and I have to give it to Drew Brees because he finally got in the 20s. Third week, he finally gives me 23 points, which I expected him to do that all along. So, Drew, now that we know how it feels, go ahead and keep that up. And I wouldn't even mind a couple of 30 and 40 point games if you can muster that up. I mean, you got all those weapons down there. Let's do something. So, Drew Brees, my badass of the week. Keep it up, Drew. Doghouse. Doghouse this week goes to, obviously, Matt Prater's still in there because he's still suspended. Thank you, Matt Prater. But joining him this week will be Reggie Wayne of the Indianapolis Colts. Because Reggie Wayne only gave me 6 points, which wouldn't be such a big deal, except the Indianapolis Colts scored 44 points. 44 points, and Reggie Wayne couldn't get a touchdown out of that? Unacceptable. So I need my wide receivers to score touchdowns. The yards are great, but the touchdowns are where it's at. So Reggie Wayne, you are on the doghouse. And I hate to tell you, buddy, but not only are you in the doghouse, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut you from the team. Yep. Because if you can't score touchdowns, I can't use you. I think everybody out there knows how I'm feeling. Touchdowns is where it's at. So Reggie Wayne, doghouse, and then out. See ya. Okay. Boy, it's brutal, isn't it? I'm brutal and mean. But, that's it. I'm like, I'm a really, really tough coach that way. Anyway, so some friends and I were talking about, because we're going into the bye week. And in the bye week, obviously, you've got to replace all your players that are not going to be playing this week with players that are going to be playing this week. So it's tough with the depleted sources we have out there. And when I was trying to make up a list, actually, of who to plug and play, it's tough because there's just not a lot of options out there right now. In fact, a friend asked, who is reliable? Who is a constant? Who's a standard? Who can you always count on? And I told him, I said, you know what? Here's who you can always count on. Jimmy Graham, Peyton Manning, and Demarco Murray. That's what I'm seeing this year. Maybe you guys can pull some other guys up for me too and tell me what your thoughts are on that. But those are the only really reliable week-to-week type of players that are out there. Everything else seems to be a little bit of a crapshoot. For instance, did you guys know anybody play the Atlanta Falcons D and get those 32 points that they scored this week? Did you? I don't think you did. You want to know why? Because only 1.5% in my personal league, the ESPN league, actually own the Atlanta Falcons. And I'd be hard-pressed to find somebody who even started them. But that's the way this game is, right? Any given Sunday. And that's what we love about it and hate about it sometimes. Okay, so let's talk about some of those people that might be able to fill your spots. Quarterbacks. I think that if you have Andrew Luck, you're definitely in luck this week because I think he is going to blow up Tennessee. Blow up Tennessee. Okay, so and I also think that if you have Phillip Rivers, he's going to light up Jacksonville this week. So if you have a pickup that you need to make, take a look at Jake Locker if he's starting. He's questionable right now, so if he's starting, Jake Locker might be a good pick because he's going up against Indy, and they have given up 28 points to Denver, 19 points to Philly, and 20 to Jacksonville with Blake Bortles. So I think that he might be a good pickup, or Charlie Whitehurst, his backup. Tannehill versus Oakland is also a good pickup. Running backs. The good pickups will be Donald Brown, because with Woodhead and Matthews out in San Diego, Donald Brown will be a good pickup, especially because, again, they're up against Jacksonville, not a very good defense. LeGarrette Blount versus Tampa Bay, and then they have Jacksonville after that, so he's going to be a great pickup. And Lorenzo Taliaferro from the Ravens, who I actually picked up this week. I don't know if I'm going to start him yet, but he looked really good last week, and I think that he's going to give Bernard Pierce a run for his money for that starting job when he gets back. Wide receivers, Eddie Royal versus Jacksonville. Again, I'm picking on Jacksonville, I know, but it's kind of hard not to when they're playing as crappy as they are. And I actually picked up Eddie Royal as well. Jordan Matthews out of Philadelphia versus San Francisco. He is very much making a play to be that wide receiver 2 in Philly, and Philly is undefeated right now, so I think they're going to do really well. I look for him to have a big week versus that San Francisco defense that is allowing a lot of scores to the wide receivers. So either of those two would be great pickups. When it comes to tight ends, I got nothing for you, quite honestly. I got nothing for you. There's just crap out there, sadly. A lot of crap out there. So that's the bye week. If you have any suggestions, anybody you think I should be taking a look at, hey, let me know. This is a conversation, right? So until then, I hope that all of your players stay healthy. I hope that none of them get suspended. So sad that I have to put that in there. And I hope you win this week. Good luck. See you next week.